You could cut the tension with a knife. Crowd cheering, go, go! Woo, woo! Last sip of water and a bite of power bar. Reading out loud, heartbeat speeding. Elbow fighting to make more space for my front wheel at the starting line. Waiting. How did I get to the starting line? Now I remember. A decade ago, Mike was at high school. He was a freshman. And as he studied all the other people, he realized that most people choose the easy life. They choose the life of least resistance. Most of them don't push through the comfort zone at all. Most of them don't go for extra sports, extracurricular activities. So Mike felt really safe. When suddenly a phone rang, he got frightened, like a prime minister when asked for a tax return. It was his friend calling, Joe, saying, "Hey Mikey, Mikey, come on, you should try out for a cycling team. It is just so cool." Well, at this point, my images about cycling were, you guys, if you could close your eyes and imagine this with me. A brisk wind going through your hair, exploring the wonders and beauties of the nature. You enjoy yourself, putting into shape, signing off sponsorship contracts later on, and reading your own book titled My Victory at Tour de France. After my first training, though, my images about cycling were as follows. A massive thunderstorms soaks your whole body in cold water, and you shiver. Much spritzing into your face. You so much hate the hill in nature because your legs cannot manage that steep incline any longer. 6 long hours and 140 never-ending kilometers on that small saddle. All that hard work, there's just one thought in my mind. Gosh, I hope I will be able to have kids someday. but the team I was going to join for sounded very promising. The Tatra Eagles. You know, eagles, animals, these people will be lovely. Later on I found out the contrary. The head coach, Jurcho Senior, was known for his macho posture. The circumference of his leg was easily the size of my waist, which totally didn't add much to my confidence. He specialized in sprinting up hills on the hardest gears. It was just the terminator of the sport. His son Matej started cycling when he was just a little baby, a 3-year-old. Already a national champion, beating the guys 20 years older than him. The gang was comprised of a few more wild beasts. Me, as a complete beginner, felt like a piece of. But the one thing I will always remember is that the race. It was a competition around the nuclear power plant Mokote. It was a race of teams of 2. I was to be in a team with the best there is, Matej. And there we were. You could cut the tension with a knife. Crowd cheering. Go, go, ooh! Last sip of water and a bite of power bar. Breathing out loud. Heartbeat speeding. Elbow fighting to make more space for my front wheel at the starting line. Waiting. Go! Like circling. Chewing the ground before my mind even had time to start thinking. Go like a pilot on the rough takeoffs. Checking all the systems and gauges. Go! I was just so working hard to keep up. And then finally it hit me. It was at the midpoint. It felt like a brick wall. You know the feeling of headwind? The only thing that kept me going was my dad and my coach. Sitting in the car behind me shouting, "Go! Speed up! Go! Go!" I would if I could. But with all this pressure, all this acceleration and expectation, there was just one thought in my head. Gosh, I want to pee. But nevertheless, we finished. Not in first, but well enough. And you know that wonderful feeling of relaxation when you're totally in peace? You know that? That's what I felt 2 weeks later. But it got me thinking, why do I do this? Why do I constantly push myself beyond what I believe I can do? After I realized that most people don't do this. Most people choose the easy life. They choose the life of least resistance. But the struggling and suffering are the essence of a life worth living. If you're not constantly pushing ourselves beyond the comfort zone, we may be as well denying ourselves an extraordinary trip. And that's where we grow physically, mentally, and emotionally. So next time where we're at a crossroad, deciding whether to take the hard road or the easy road, please let's consider what an adventure that hard road could be. Dear Mr. Contest.